હાવ
Hi,
હાવ
good afternoon, sir.
હાવ કેમ છો?
ઠીક છે.
બેસો બેસો.
Thanks.
આપનો પરિચય.
હાજી સર એકચ્યુઅલી મેં 2016માં નિર્મા યુનિવર્સિટીમાંથી ઇન્સ્ટ્રુમેન્ટેશન એન્ડ કંટ્રોલ બ્રાન્ચમાં બીટેક કર્યું છે. ત્યારે ફાઇનલ યરમાં મારું હિન્દુસ્તાની યુનિલિવર લિમિટેડમાં કેમ્પસ પ્લેસમેન્ટ થયું હતું, જ્યાં 1 મહિનાની ટ્રેનિંગ દરમિયાન મારું સ્પીપામાં પણ સિલેક્શન થઈ ગયું. તો ત્યારથી હું પછી સિવિલ સર્વિસીસની પ્રિપરેશનમાં જોડાઈ ગયો. અને આ દરમિયાન સર મેં જીપીએસસી ક્લાસ 1 2ના 3 ઇન્ટરવ્યૂ તેમજ સીએપીએફ આસિસ્ટન્ટ કમાન્ડરનું એક ઇન્ટરવ્યૂ પણ ફેસ કરેલ છે. અને સર મારી હોબીઝ વિશે જણાવું તો યોગા અને રનિંગનો સમાવેશ થાય છે, જોગિંગ
શેના? જોગિંગ.
જોગિંગ એન્ડ યોગ વિદ્યા.
કોડ નંબર તમે નાખી દો.
સર W28.
નિરમામાંથી તમે 2016માં એસી કર્યું?
ઇન્સ્ટ્રુમેન્ટેશન એન્ડ કંટ્રોલ.
આઈસ હા આઈસી.
સર હું ઇંગ્લિશમાં આપી શકું?
હા
ઇંગ્લિશમાં ઇન્ટરવ્યૂ?
હા યુ કેન, નો પ્રોબ્લેમ.
થેન્ક યુ.
Now tell me about your journey so far as your competitive examinations are concerned. Various type of. Have you got selected anywhere?
No sir, I have missed by very small margins in each of the examinations I mentioned above.
How do you manage then?
Sir, I work on my weak areas whenever I get to know the results, and I have kept improving year after year. And the last time which I missed was by a very very meager margin.
No problem. Margin does not make any difference. But as a person, personally, do you feel that the change is being increasing day by day? Benefits?
Yes sir, definitely.
Improvement?
Definitely sir. The results are also improving in terms of
Tell us about ITBP.
Okay sir. Sir, it's basically Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force, which is meant to guard the Indo-China border, which runs along the 5 Indian states of Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, then Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and Himachal Pradesh.
Tell us something about Manesar. Manesar.
Manesar is a sir automobile hub in the state of Haryana.
Right.
And,
Anything else?
sir,
Then that of automobiles?
sir, as of now I can only.
What do you know about NSG?
Sir, NSG is a anti-terror organization known as National Security Guard, which is exclusively trained to undertake anti-terror operations throughout the territory of India.
Where do the people train?
Manesar, right? They have their.
What are your preferences?
Sir, Deputy Collector is my first preference,
Yeah.
or Deputy DDO, and the second is Deputy Superintendent of Police, and the third is District Registrar.
Okay. Now differentiate the working of Deputy DDO and Deputy Collector. 3 differentiations.
Sir, so basically Deputy Collector has various kinds of postings. He may be posted in a midday meal program and as the head of the midday meal program, or as a Prant Adhikari, or as a Deputy Collector Land Records. So based on all their roles, he has different functions to perform. Whereas as a Deputy DDO, he is associated with the Zilla Parishad. So he has more to do with the developmental works which are undertaken by the Zilla Parishad and the Taluka Panchayats under them. This is the first difference. And a Deputy DDO, when he is promoted, he becomes the District Development Officer. Whereas a Deputy Collector, when promoted, becomes an additional collector or a resident additional collector. This is the second difference, sir. And third is Deputy DDO has more to do with developmental works, whereas a Deputy Collector has more to do with the revenue collection, land revenue collection of the government, and also maintenance of law and order and day-to-day administration of the district, subdivision of which he is control of.
Who is empowered? Whose financial powers are much?
Sir, between Deputy DDO. I'm sorry, sir. In terms of financial power,
There are 2 type of powers delegated to the officer.
okay.
Which one? Well, how do you differentiate the administrative powers and financial powers?
Sir, administration powers are those which are to do with the implementation of government schemes and to make them to basically to ensure the last mile delivery of government schemes has to do with the administration, whereas the finance that goes into the delivery of those schemes is related to the financial jurisdiction of the particular post holder.
Right. Your third preference is DYSP.
Second is DYSP, sir.
Second is DYSP. Yeah. Right. What do you know about the subdivisional police officer?
Subdivisional police officer basically heads a subdivision under a district. A district is headed by a superintendent of police, which may have 2 or 3 subdivisions, and each of them is headed by a DYSP, who has a number of police, around 3 to 5 police stations to look after and to supervise in his subdivision. And his
What is your opinion on contractual appointments? Contractual appointments.
Sir, they have a set of pros and cons, both. If I talk about pros, then it provides the leverage to the government to enhance its efficiency, as in it can hire talent of various kinds as and when needed. As the need arises, and a particular kind of talent can be hired, and also it basically it kind of enables more talent pool to tap in for the government.
Okay.
Contractual. And if I talk about cons, then sir, in that there is one thing, a lack of accountability and responsibility, which we often see in terms of contractual appointments. And secondly, sir, as far as I suppose, they do not have a reservation system in contractual appointments, so that gets bypassed the concept of social justice.
Is it a humiliating exercise for the appointee? How far it is humiliating?
Sir, in terms of appointment? Sir, humiliating as in if the concept of reservation or social justice is bypassed, then that becomes a kind of humiliation.
No, I'm asking about not the reservation system,
Okay.
but the contractual appointment.
Sir, I don't
Is
think-
a humiliation?
Sir, actually, humiliation as in a contract is something which is made before the process of execution begins. So it's very well known to the appointee that for X number of years or X number of
What
months.
are your views on I was to ask you something, but I forget right now. If I recollect, I will ask you again. Bilateral entries.
Okay. Sir, basically, lateral entries are nowadays being undertaken at the level
Sorry,
of
lateral entries, not bilateral.
Sorry.
Yeah.
joint secretary and director level posts in the central government, and they also carry a set of pros and cons with them. In the first place, they let the fresh talent come in who are specialists in their particular field, as compared to the recruit career IAS officers who are generalists. And secondarily, sir, it attracts more talent into the system. And if I talk about the cons, sir, then it's kind of a setback for the people who are career recruits and have been working at the grassroots level. And the second point is, sir, the ones who directly come in at joint secretary or director level do not have the basic knowledge or concept of the government functioning and machinery, and what are the problems which are faced by the ground level officers.
So there will be infight.
So there
We
is
can imagine. Can
Sir?
you imagine the infight in between?
Sir, definitely there might be conflicts taking place between the career recruits and the lateral entry. It's about, sir, a kind of they need to be brought on the same table, and the perks and also the responsibilities need to be shared equally between them. So they also need to go on ground and have the feeling of people who are working on ground.
Okay.
In the beginning of our interview, we just discussed about the Indo-China. What are the issues going on between the Indo and China border?
Sir, Indo-China border these days is facing a number of issues. One is in the Ladakh area. on the Pagong Tso Lake area and Galwan Valley.
Really, one word is famous for the Pangong Tso Lake. Pillar 8. Do you have an idea
Sir,
about
I have heard finger 8.
Finger 8?
Finger 8, sir.
Or we can say Pillar 8
Okay.
or Mountain 8.
Right,
There are
sir.
so many abbreviations words are using over there.
Right, sir. Sir, those are basically contentious areas which lie on the line of actual control, the McMahon line, and China also claims a part of that mountain range, and India also claims, which until now was a no man's land. Each of the armies used to stay away from that particular area, but China has supposedly encroached on that area, and as a result of which it is facing resistance from the Indian armed forces
Okay.
in the Pellet
What
area.
are the other issues between India and China?
Sir, also recently satellite images had come up which showed that China has built an entire village in the Arunachal Pradesh, in the Indian area of Arunachal Pradesh.
Which area? Do you have an idea about it?
Sir, I do not know the exact name, but it is
I think it's Tawang.
right, sir, Tawang.
Okay.
But sir, India has clearly stated that that the jurisdiction of the village or the territory lies in the Chinese region and not in the Indian perception of the boundary. So that is also a point of contention which is coming up along that border. And also, sir, India, China.
What is the difference between line of control and McMahon Rekha?
Sir, line of control has to do with India-Pakistan border, and line of actual control or the McMahon line has to do with the India-China border.
Okay.
And a line of control is also known as Radcliffe boundary.
Okay.
So
Are you sure?
yes, sir.
Okay. Doklam is also one big issue.
Right, sir.
It's known as the tri-junction issue.
Right, sir.
What is it?
Sir, Doklam is basically a plateau which is situated in Bhutan and is connected with the Chumbi Valley region, which lies between Sikkim, Bhutan, and China. And China had reportedly in 2017 made incursions into the Doklam plateau, which put the chicken's neck of India, which connects which lies basically in the Darjeeling region and which connects the mainland with the northeast India. It was because of China's incursion in Doklam that chicken's neck.
What
came
are
into
the
danger.
steps India is taking to countercheck the China in Southeast Asia in the recent time?
Okay. Sir, so as far as I can recall, India has come up with a coalition called Quad with USA, Australia, Japan, and India as one of the members.
No, particularly regarding to the Southeast Asia. Means Southeast India, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Or East Asia. East India, sorry.
I mean, how it is countering with China
Yes.
in East India.
One policy is very famous. Look East Connectivity Project.
Look, East, yes.
Do you have it is not a Look East policy. It's Look East Connectivity Project.
I'm sorry.
Kaladan Pariyojana.
Yes, sir, I'm aware of Kaladan.
It is a part of it.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir, I'm aware of Kaladan and even
Yes.
IMT.
It is a small part of it.
Okay.
Okay, what is the difference between Look East policy and Act East policy of India?
Sir, Look East policy was more of notional concept, whereas Act East is more of delivering. I mean, for example, as you just mentioned that Kaladan multimodal project and Myanmar-Thailand trilateral highway, these are all a part of Act East. We are actually delivering on ground in terms of connectivity, economic connectivity, or be it people-to-people contact, enhancing trade. So that all comes under Act East.
In a Gujarat, one event is famous, Vibrant Gujarat Summit.
Sir.
And in a near time, it is going to happen in Gujarat.
Sir.
It's 10th number of Vibrant Gujarat Summit. And it's really a successful event, particularly in Gujarat. Other states of India are also trying to do a same activity, like Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Bihar. But they are not successful in this event. If you are appointed in the Haryana, which type of steps you just want to take to get a success this event?
Sir, so basically, The Vibrant Gujarat Summit is based on the concept of bringing in FDI in the state of Gujarat, be it in the manufacturing sector or services. So what we need on the very ground level is to have a very conducive industrial policy, which, for example, Gujarat recently launched its new industrial policy in the year 2020, which has a lot of incentives for the FDI. So these kinds of policies have to come in place in the states which you mentioned above.
Haryana.
Haryana, yes, Haryana, sir. So which actually attract the investors abroad to come in and sign MOUs and get projects.
Gujarat is a different type of geological and administrative and the industrial structure.
Yes.
Haryana has a different geographical advantages.
Right, sir. I mean, it should be in consonance with the Haryana geography and the advantages it holds. But basically, to attract investors, there should be an incentive for them in terms of liberalization of your regulatory regime, liberalization of the land and labor laws, easy land acquisition.
One word you just talked you just discussed on it, NSG.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Sir, National Security Guard.
And one also a meaning of it.
Sir, as of now, I can only...
Nuclear Supply Group.
Right, Nuclear Supply Group. Right, sir.
Why India is not getting a membership in NSG?
Sir, because India has not signed the NPT Non-Proliferation Treaty of 1968, as a result of which India cannot become a member of NSG. However, despite not being a member of NSG, India has been granted a waiver from the NSG in terms of...
Is it a qualification to take a membership in NSG?
Yes, sir. As of now, NSG requires signing of NPT.
Okay. Sir.
Where do you get this term mainland India and Northeast India?
Sir, it is, I mean, I have heard in various government policy documents.
Mainland India.
Mainland India and Northeast India.
Okay. Now that we are in 2021, let's go back to 1947, and you are tasked with redrawing India's boundary. You know, when I say India's boundary, India, maybe fixing boundary challenges with India, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, even India and China. What would be your boundary? What areas you would prefer to have with India? What areas you would let it go?
Okay, sir. Sir, if we go back to 1947,
yes,
then the Indian subcontinent consisted of Pakistan, present-day Bangladesh, and India. China was at that time already had a boundary with India.
Yeah.
So if we talk now, coming to the land demarcation, sir, Radcliffe Boundary Commission had made a very strategic mistake of declaring the boundary demarcation right after independence, despite the fact that the report was ready 2 days before the independence of 15th August 1947. So they did not make that declaration in order to avoid taking responsibility. So that was a big blunder, I suppose, because as soon as the administrative power and the independence was transferred to the Indian government, the boundary lines were declared. That led to a large-scale violence, which could have been prevented had that thing happened long before the transfer of power, given that administrative machinery, military machinery, and all the agricultural lands could have been kind of divided based on consensus of all the stakeholders, especially the citizens. That did not happen, and it was imposed on them, as a result of which large-scale violence happened. So I believe that had that been done long before the partition, long before the transfer of power, we could have prevented this.
Why we call it transfer of power, not freedom?
Sir, because as per the Indian Independence Act of 1947, which was passed by the British Parliament, so the sovereignty of India lied when the India passed its own constitution, which happened in 1950. As a result of which, we became a republic in 1950. And by default we became a sovereign. Till then we were a dominion of the British.
It is believed like till 1950s, few of the armed forces were still reporting to the Queen. Is it right?
I'm sorry, sir, I'm not aware of this.
Okay. By your answers, I feel like you should go for UPSC or maybe Combined Defense Services. Did you took any attempt?
Yes, sir, I have attempted UPSC and as well as the CDS. I have appeared for 2 SSB interviews.
Okay. How was your experience?
Sir, excellent.
Okay. It was conference out?
Yes, sir.
Both times?
Both times.
What happened? What you feel? What happened?
Sir, maybe the first time I did not get a gist of the individual tasks which were given, and the second time I thought maybe the psych test was a bit kind of tricky, which might have led to my not getting selected. However, since they do not declare what are the weak areas or what are the marking system, I cannot say for sure what went wrong.
So, defense forces were the first love for you.
Sir.
So why not, again, giving preference to CAPF or maybe a DYSP?
So CAPF, because there was age bar, only I could attempt only until 25 years of age.
Okay.
And I did attempt that. After that, I was debarred from that. I could not attempt. And DYSP, the reason being, sir, being my second preference is, while preparation for civil service examination, I came to know that administrative services have a lot more kind of diversity in terms of connecting with people and in terms of service delivery. I mean, undertaking the developmental works, they have a lot of potential.
Okay.
DYSPs also do have, but vis-a-vis, if we have a comparison, then DC has a larger potential to.
You're a yoga practitioner.
Sir.
What all asanas you prefer doing?
Sir, basically, I begin with the Surya Namaskar.
Mm-hmm.
Then I head on towards Halasan, Chakrasan, and there also Trikonasana in between for a bit of stretching. And I mostly rely on the pranayam, that is Nadi Shodhan pranayam.
What are the best asanas for strengthening your core?
Okay, sir. So one we have is Chaturanga Dandasana, which is equivalent to plank. That strengthens the core. And the other is Chakrasana.
Okay.
That too has a lot of tightening of the gluteus muscles, our lower back muscles, as well as the abdominis. So these two, I believe, are very, very important.
What are challenges for India in next 10-15 years from industries or economic point of view? And you can add security perspective also.
Okay. Sir, so in terms of economic challenges, if we talk, then China is a rising threat to India in the ancient Asian subcontinent. And for that, we need to enhance our bilateral free trade agreements with a number of countries so that we can enhance our exports, which are primarily now led by China in the entire Southeast Asia region as well as the Asian continent. So that is one thing. We need to counter it with the FTAs. And the second thing, in terms of security, if we talk, then we need to have more and more of Quad and new Quad 2.0 like coalitions with different nations of different ideologies, so as to counter the strategic rise of China in the Indo-Pacific and the entire Indian Ocean region.
What should be solution to the internal conflict within India, like let's say Naxals?
Sir, for Naxals, right now we already have a program called Samadhan by the CAPS, which is in place. And also various state police forces have their own commando forces to tackle the situation of Naxalism. For example, we have Greyhounds in Andhra Pradesh, and Maharashtra also has a specialized force, I am not able to recollect the number after it. It's called Commando or something.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Last question. Give me the definition of yoga according to Patanjali.
Sir, according to Maharishi Patanjali, yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means union. So it is union of human soul to the ultimate soul of our.
Give it me in Sanskrit what Patanjali Muniji has said.
I'm sorry, sir. Sanskrit definition I'm not even very clear.
Okay.
Sure.
Over.
Thank you.
સારું છે ભાઈ.
Sit, sit.
Good.
What's your name?
Sir, Mukkal Meher Chandani.
મુક્કલ
जी.
चित्तवृत्ति निरोधः इति योगः.
चित्तवृत्ति निरोध. Yes, sir.
ક્લીન શેવિંગ
Sir.
કરીને જશો ને
हाँ जी.
હેર કટિંગ
Okay.
સાઈડમાંથી ખાલી
Okay. Yes.
સ્પીડ બહુ છે
હમ.
બોલવામાં એના કારણે જે વર્ડ્સ છે ને એકબીજાના અંદર હળી ભળી જાય છે
Okay.
એટલે જ્યાં અહીંયા પહોંચે એટલે શું છે મિક્સઅપ થઈ જાય છે થોડું
Panel is like, you know, they are into late 50s,
60%
60s.
આસપાસ તો તમારો સ્કોર થશે.
બરાબર પછી થોડો વોઇસ તમે હજુ અપ કરી શકો છો
Okay.
આઈ કોન્ટેક્ટ મિસિંગ છે બરાબર જ્યાં જરૂર પડે ત્યાં તમે સ્માઇલ પણ આપી શકો છો
Okay.
બાકી તમારું નોલેજમાં કોઈ વાંધો નથી બરાબર નોલેજના સંદર્ભમાં કોઈ કમેન્ટ્સ નથી સારું છે દોસ્ત
ઓલ ધ બેસ્ટ.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Sir, smile જે મેં આપે કીધું કે
અમુક જગ્યાએ જ્યાં
for
જરૂર હોય
example,
ત્યાં
ક્યાં આપી શકીએ મેં?
એટલે કે કોઈ ક્વેશ્ચનનો આન્સર નથી ખબર બરાબર તો એ સ્થિતિના અંદર
Okay.
એવો કોઈ ઇન્સિડન્ટ આવી જાય કે જ્યાં એવું લાગે કે હા સર આઈ એમ અવેર અબાઉટ ઇટ બટ આઈ ડોન્ટ નો એ રીતે
Okay.
ખબર બટ આઈ જસ્ટ રિકોલ તો જ્યારે આપણે અમુક વખત જેન્યુન સ્માઇલ આપવાની એવું નહીં કે ફેક
Right.
બરાબર ના આવે તો કોઈ વાંધો નથી એવું કશું નહીં કે જબરદસ્તીથી સ્માઇલ કોઈના પર થોપી દઈએ બસ જો આ રીતે જેન્યુન આવી ને બસ એ રીતે આવી જાય તો મુદ્દો અલગ છે બાકી એવું લાવવાનો પ્રયત્ન ના કરતા બાકી બહુ સારું છે દોસ્ત તમારું
दे दो.
रीड ड्राइंग द लाइन में थोड़ा स्पेसिफिक हो सकते थे, जैसे इंडिया गेव 3 बीघा या बांग्लादेश में बहुत सारे पॉकेट्स थे, इंडिया ने दिया, कुछ बांग्लादेश से आए, चिटागोंग है, तो वो थोड़ा सा एक 2-3 स्पेसिफिक बता सकते थे कि जो हुआ है इन लास्ट 75 ईयर्स के कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को कम करने के लिए.
Okay.
तो वो you can always, if you face these kind of questions, it's very rare, but still.
Okay.
All the best.
Thanks, sir.